Hello and welcome to Quirky Hell, the point on the internet where I tell you my thoughts on a video game because I'm too lazy to write them down. So, I went through a weird phase where everybody I went out with ended up being very, you're not like other girls, you play video games, which is weird on its own. We all need to be past this. But it's extra weird because I play really feminine video games. So it tended to be like, oh wow, I can't believe a girl likes Harvest Moon. Like, I think I was playing Donut County on my MacBook and had maybe an NES. Come on, guys. I've always been a girly gamer, and I just get girlier as lockdown goes on. Like, when I wake up from a nap to discover that there's a fucking riot and a coup going on, I don't really want to try to play a really hardcore game, you know? I want to play some Animal Crossing, or, in this case, the game I want to talk about is Calico. I originally avoided this game when I saw it on the Indie World Showcase in January, because I thought it was a cafe sim, and I kind of hate cafe sims because I used to work in a Starbucks, and I don't really want to relive that, you know? It wasn't that bad, but, you know. I don't need day after Thanksgiving flashbacks. So, eventually I ended up watching the full trailer, and I saw it had a whole bunch of you could ride a giant cat. And I bought it immediately, even though I'm trying to do a Pokemon retrospective. So I've been trying to put in the hours of playing Pokemon White. And yeah, I ended up downloading this and playing it for just hours instead of anything I'm supposed to be doing. Calico's a weird game. From the very beginning, it feels very, I don't know, Tumblr, very, very internet. You get to pick from a body slider that doesn't really involve any thin people. There's only one man and he has a beard with like a lot of flowers in it. And the whole aesthetic is kind of pastel, kawaii, that kind of vibe. It's I like its look, but sometimes it's a little bit off. Like the character model you have stares with dead, intense eyes, and she wakes up staring at the ceiling, laying like perfectly still. It's trying very hard to be pure bubblegum sugar aesthetic, and it ends up being just a little bit uncanny. Like, it's got kind of a creepy, surreal vibe on accident once in a while. Mainly due to its one main flaw, that's the glitches. It has come out with 2 different updates since I've been playing this past week or 2. But I've had it crash on me, and I just have a lot of graphical glitches that are sometimes, like one time somebody just floated directly through the wall like a creepy ghost. If you go, there's a whole village full of itsy bitsy cat people who breakdance sometimes. It's actually a city, so there's a lot of pink skyscrapers and then a lot of these tiny cat people. And they tend to walk infinitely in place when you go by them, and you can't talk to them, so it's creepy. It's not meant to be quite so creepy, but I kind of like it, especially after I've been playing a while. It gives sort of a be careful what you wish for, she's trapped in this fantasy vibe that, I don't know, feels very 2021 already. So, I don't know, it really grew on me. It's weird as shit. It's ostensibly a life sim. They definitely have those elements. It's a little bit less cafe sim. I mean, you have a cafe, you can decorate it, you pick out the animals you want to be in it, and you bake by turning into a tiny version of yourself and running around on the counters and throwing in the giant ingredients, which is pretty fun. Other than that, the cafe just sort of runs itself, so you go about your day and the money just sort of shows up, which, so it's a trust fund sim, I guess. I don't know, I didn't, you could maybe have better life sim elements if that's what you want right now. you're not gonna get it. But what I would compare it to is like the high fem energy version of like a Grand Theft Auto. It's less a game with objectives and more like a game with objectives, but also you can do whatever the fuck you want, but it is kawaii. Like, you can just sort of run around on any animals you see, you can also pick them up, and you can also use potions on them. So, like, I have a potion right now that lets you make any animal sparkly, or any animal float, or any animal big or small. So you can just, like, ride up on your raccoon, find a horse, make it glittery, make it tiny, and then make it float around you. You can wander by on like your sparkling panda bear, and then turn any random bird into a reverse griffin so that it's just sort of an abomination with the tiny little lion face and no like arms or anything and just little feet. So it just has to run along on its little feet with its little lion face. Like, why would you do this to me? And then you can make it sparkle. It's perfect. It's wonderful. It has the chaotic, weird energy of a sandbox style game. Especially if you ever played like a sandbox on a GameCube, I would say it's like that if you injected like the cutest sides of the internet into it, which is either something you absolutely don't want or something you are here for. You'll notice I've said almost nothing about the actual game. It has a quest system. The quests happen. You can unlock stuff. You have to deal with a giant kitty butt. You have to unlock the Nightmare Cat City. I don't know, it's pretty basic gameplay for the most part. Again, I feel like it's a Grand Theft Auto. You can complete the missions, or you can just ride around on your raccoon, chasing down foxes, and you'll have a good time. You know, it's just weird gameplay, and kind of fun, and deeply glitchy. And if that's your jam, you should check out Calico. It's only $10 right now on the eShop. You can probably lurk around till it goes on sale. If you're like, I want to play an actually good, relaxing game, probably pick up something like Animal Crossing or an older Harvest Moon, or, I want to pick up Rune Factory. I feel like that probably is better. It really depends on what you want. If you want Calico, but for me, it's A+, perfect. It is the embodiment of quirky hell. It is just a little bit nightmarish, completely adorable, and I can't say this enough. It lets me ride through a beautiful environment on a giant raccoon, and that's all I want, not just in a video game, but in life. If someone can make that happen, then I will be very, very happy. So that's what I've got to say about Calico. Check it out on the eShop if it's something that interests you, and I'll talk to you guys later.